Next question is, what do you think of open relationships? And I'll give my take on it, and I think some of the other panel members might have different things. I think open relationships are only acceptable if it's open on the male side, never on the because I genuinely believe that if a woman loves you, she can't have sex with other men. She doesn't even want to see other men, and if she really respects and admires you. I know some guys advocate for monogamy, which I understand and respect too, but my thing is, I just want it where if the man is in a monogamous relationship, he's monogamous out of his wants, not the woman's wants. Does that make sense? Because a lot of guys are in marriages with a girl, and it's enforced monogamy on her end. You better be monogamous to me or else X, Y, Z. I want it where the man is monogamous because he chooses to. Maybe he's devout Christian, maybe he wants to be, etc. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But I want the man to be deciding what he wants to do. Open relationships from a perspective is unacceptable completely. It's disgusting. So that's my take on it. I'll turn it to the panel. What do you guys think?
I mean, I got to push back on you a little bit here. So I don't understand how you wouldn't hold this up as a double standard to say that if a man can engage in an open relationship and it's not degenerate, how you could also say that a woman who wants to engage in an open relationship is not being a degenerate.
Well, you know, you can make the claim, right, from a religious standpoint, right? There are religions that allow you to have multiple wives, right?
Like Islam.
Yeah. So, you know, obviously there's checks and balances on it. You got to, you know, take care of them all the same, etc. That would be an example of, like, you know, because I'm not going to sit here and be like, it's not degenerate if you aren't doing it within the confinements of religion. But what I'm saying is that it is possible if you're doing it, they would say the halal way, right? Am I doing it the halal way? No, right? But being honest about it. But I think it can be done in certain ways where it is not degenerative. But, you know, as far as like women being open, never.
So I understand like a utility argument in this sense of,
I think that's why they have it.
Let's say, you know, you and your three brothers go to war and two of them die.
Yeah.
Their wives are left with their kids, you know what I mean? And they go to you. That kind of makes sense. Right? Yeah. Kind of makes sense. Now you have...
It'll be weird, but yes, I see your perspective.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
In olden times.
And this type of thing happened. But in modernity, right, in modernity, for men to have multiple wives or for a woman to have multiple husbands, doesn't it seem silly on both ends in modernity? Why do you think it would be... Like, it's not... It doesn't seem like it's good for men to do this. It has... a huge failure rate inside of the United States to have any type of polygamous relationships. You can look at Coomer Gremlin Destiny, for instance, opens his relationship up. All of these different relationships which open up, in fact, have a massive failure rate. It just seems like it's a recipe for destruction on both ends.
Most guys can't do it.
Yeah.
They simply can't do it. And there's a multitude of reasons why. You know, I agree that it's just not... most guys can't pull it off, but I still think because they're asking, you know, why is it okay for a man to have an open relationship? And that's the argument I made, is that from a biological standpoint, like if you just can't do it, you know, and there's it's been frowned upon in every single society.
Men won't do it.
Yeah.
Usually, right?
Yeah.
There's very few men who will share a woman.
Yeah.
But there are women who will share men.
Absolutely.
And there's no doubt that that's true. Like we can see this as a historic trend.
I'm not sharing.
But hang on, you might say that, but if we look, hang on, if we look at a historic trend, if we look at a historic trend,
we ain't Care Bears, we share shit.
You can trace your ancestors back to twice as many female ancestors as you can male, so that says that men have harems. That's what that's saying.
You're saying this now, just like Andrew said, from a modernity perspective, which means the modern era where you have all these luxuries. I'm telling you, if your mind would change if suddenly the reality was you're either in the woods or you're a wife of many. You would choose wife of many. Why? Because women seek the structure and the protection.
For sure.
But what we're saying is the distinction is it doesn't work.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
A lot of these girls right now are probably having sex with a guy that's having sex with multiple other women.
No. But
so functionally,
they just don't know.
Right?
Like, it's functionally the same. Like, because the reality is,
I'm single.
like, ladies. Okay, let's just make this simple. Do you find most men attractive?
Well, it depends on your definition.
Are you picky?
I like what I like.
Are you picky with men?
That would be picky, right?
Picky.
I don't say picky because it just depends. I've dated men of all walks of life, whether 5'4" or 6'8". So
do you have high standards?
Yeah, I got a standard.
Do you have high standards?
I'm not picky.
Okay.
Yeah,
do you have high
know.
standards?
picky.
All right.
No, you're not.
You.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my god.
Medium
What about you? Are you picky?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm
High
medium
standards?
picky.
Okay.
Medium.
I'm not picky.
Okay. The majority of you are picky. Do you realize that by you being picky, a majority of men don't qualify, right? You do get that.
Correct.
Okay. So what if I asked the guy though, are you as picky? You do realize that even the top tier guys aren't nearly as picky as like average chicks, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
Unless he shaves his arms.
Yeah. So you do realize by definition of you being picky that a smaller pool of men are even viable candidates, and that means that you're gonna have, and then of that pool, only a small percentage of them you're gonna actually hook up with. So just by you being picky, that means a minority of men are getting laid. So you do realize that if you're picky and you want, because the thing is that the things that women are attracted to are very similar. As much as you guys try to run around and say that you're special, you really, women are attracted to the same traits in men in general, and very few men have these. So you guys just don't know it, but you're probably fucking the same guys, is what I'm trying to explain here.
And that's what it turns out to be 9 times out of 10. I'm not gonna lie. Oh God. 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, but that's
Y'all
good
niggas
question,
be fucking
Byron.
same bitches.
Listen. If what he's saying is
promise.
true and you could track it, how would that change how you see dating, having promiscuous sex, having sex with other men? If you could track, you know, on a chart,
If you can track, I
like
guess.
on a blockchain,
I guess if you can really sit there
Yeah.
and track, yes, that would probably
Well,
make a
then
difference.
what if the,
Maybe, but
then
like,
what
I
if the
feel like
result of that tracking is that you found out that all those men who hold all those traits that you want, that you're willing to have sex with, are all taken because they're all having sex with other? Would you still be willing to?
Wait a minute.
Sorry, women.
Some of them are banging. Some of them are.
Some of them are, but yeah.
A damn shame.
So would you still do it?
it depends.
Yeah. So
It depends, but like,
yes.
I don't know.
All right, so
Iffy,
real
iffy,
quick,
iffy.
let's have fun with this. Pull up the calculator, right? Pull up this calculator,
waiting
because
on
you
this.
said that you're one of the biggest ones that said you're not
They got
sharing,
a
right?
real calculator. Oh, God.
Yeah. So I want you. What is the bare minimum age that your guy has to be, Chile?
The age you say?
Yeah, bare minimum age he has to be for you to date him seriously. It's gonna be funny.
I think 35
35.
plus-
Okay, and then what's the max age?
plus 47.
35 to 47. Right.
Yeah.
Minimum height for you.
How tall?
This is your dream man. Yeah.
How
Very tall. I like tall.
Okay. What does it got to be bare
6
minimum?
foot plus or?
I'm tiny, so I like tall.
Okay. Well, give us a height. There's a bunch here. What do you want? What do you want? Look.
6'1", 6'2".
I'm used to use the metros.
Oh,
That's okay.
Okay. How many
No,
meters is
I
fine?
think it
Give us the meters. I want to be accurate.
5.7 is good for me, and that and plus.
All right. How many centimeters? Just give us the centimeters.
Okay, 1.70 metro. 1 metro.
70.
1 metro and
1 meter.
1 meter and 70 cents.
170 centimeters.
Yeah.
170.
And you put in calculator.
Yeah. 170 centimeters. While we figure that out, race.
We was over here counting. We was like, all
What's the race?
oh my God.
What's the race?
Like white, black, Asian, Indian.
Don't discriminate.
Other.
Other. Yeah, I mean,
But you mean all?
What is other? Everything?
You mean every?
Yeah.
Everything you don't discriminate,
all the
like
above.
Asian, black, white.
Go with
not
really.
really. Not really. I
So
think
all.
it's no. All the
Hispanic?
men is, at least it's have to look
You have a
healthy.
type.
You know.
So, all right. All right. So, all right. Hold on, everybody. Let me just get through this. Hold on. Let me get through
You can
this.
see.
Let me get through this. So you'll date an Asian man, Chinese guy.
If it's healthy.
Yeah.
If he looks
If it's
healthy.
tall and healthy.
So not a.
Okay.
What's the bare minimum education that he has to have for you?
The same like me, degrees or something.
Okay, so a bachelor's degree or a master's degree?
Bachelor is fine, but
Okay, that's 4 years.
Yeah,
That's not
but-
6. That's 4
yeah.
in America. Okay, bachelor's
Okay.
degree. Minimum income he has to make per year for you.
The same income than me, I guess, and more.
Give
What
us
is
a
that,
number.
roughly?
And
Okay,
more.
like it's not that much, like $80,000.
$80,000 a year
Yeah.
bare minimum.
Okay.
Okay. Can he be married?
Yeah.
You can be married.
Somebody else.
Yeah.
Somebody else.
No. Yeah. Well,
you know
no.
what?
It's no because she says she won't share. It's a no.
Yeah,
Can he be
exactly.
obese?
What is old?
Can you be fat?
Can he be a
Fat.
gordito?
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, a little bit. You know?
So just
Sorry,
so you know, this calculator is based off the 2023 current population survey and the national U.S. Census Bureau and the National Health and the CDC. National Health and Nutrition. Well, scroll that down. No,
build
National
your
Health and
man.
Nutrition Examination Survey. So basically, this is the most accurate assessment of men in the United States. All right. So we're gonna see how common your guy is.
Yeah.
Go ahead, click it.
Build your man. Let's see.
Oh my God, I don't have a chance.
Oh goodness.
302.
I did this on Facebook and it was
Okay.
like 3% men.
Wow.
So you scored.
One cat bag.
Oh wow.
Oh no. I never
Oh,
gonna
my
find
God.
Say you gonna be a cat
Yeah,
lady.
but cat-
Pull that back up real quick. So about 1% of men matches your man. So let me ask you real fast. 1% of men. If you find a guy, right, that's like 1% like this, do you think he's only gonna want to have sex with you?
No.
I'm asking her.
Oh, sorry.
If it's only one is sex?
No, because you said you're not okay with sharing your man sexually, correct?
Yeah, if he wanna sex with another woman, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that if you meet this guy, do you really think that you're gonna be able to? If he's a 1% guy, like who do you think has more? Who's rarer, you or him?
Me.
Really?
No,
See, isn't it amazing when women are confronted with statistics and numbers, like
right?
how they?
It's so.
It's cold, bro.
Yeah.
Cope.
Pure coke.
Can I eat this?
Are you a cat?
Like the ladies.
I kind of
like
want
ladies.
you to be able to.
Yeah, like ladies. Like, do you guys not see where I'm going here?
Yeah.
Like, she literally wants a guy that's in the top 1%, but she expects him to be monogamous to her.
Yeah.
That's gonna be pretty hard to find unless
Super
he's
hard.
a devout Christian or super
I know.
religious. Like, you're probably not gonna find that.
That's sad.
For you.
For me, yeah, for sure.
Well, but
can
even
happen
then,
one
even
day.
if you were to add devout Christian, what do you think that raises it up by? What percentage?
Maybe one.
Maybe one.
Yeah.
Maybe less.
Yeah, maybe
Two.
less.
0.2, 0.5.
Well, actually, it might be harder to find that guy.
It could be, yeah.
definitely gonna
Because
be
she wants
0.5.
this money, that status. Oh, by the way, we didn't even say if he's good looking or not.
But I don't make that much money. I don't
Yeah, I
make
know,
that
but
much
well,
money.
first of all, $80,000 if you're talking about the entirety of the United States, that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the majority.
Really?
of us.
That's
That's
a
what most
lot of
people
money
make.
Especially in Chile.
for most people to make
Yeah, but
per
I'm
year.
from Chile. I
Be broke.
That's a
be-
millionaire in Chile.
You got a question?
I was kind of asking what Andrew, like, if you just negated one of those things, would it change the outcome? Would it change the percent and how much? Like,
Yeah.
if you took like 2 off completely,
Yeah.
would
But
it,
this
would
is
it
the
be?
problem.
Can you put
What
it
they're
back the
pointing
Asian
out is
guy?
that
Maybe I can
they
do
won't
it.
settle.
Yeah, they can't.
They won't settle.
right.
So it's like they won't negotiate on height, they won't negotiate
Right.
on income, or they won't negotiate, and so they end up all looking for the same guy.
Which is a cat or a couple.
Yeah,
Guy cat.
guy cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be very honest about this. You guys are not that special. I think really have this concept and think like I deserve the world. I deserve a man that makes a lot of money, but he's also charming and good looking. He's super dominant, but he still listens to me. Like, he's a leader, but then he still thinks my opinion matters. Like, and then he's gonna be monogamous to me too. Like, really aren't as special as they think they are. And then, like, no offense, you're 37 years old. This guy's a 1% guy.
Of course.
Do you really
I don't have a
think
chance.
do you think you can tell him you need to be monogamous to me? Do you think you're in a position where you could tell him that?
Yeah.
Wait,
It's hard.
you're 37?
Yeah, yeah.
God damn, nigga, you got no chance. What the heck is going on right now?
I'm saying, so that's super sad. I think I'm gonna start to collect cats and
Yeah.
give it.
And I'm not saying that to shit on you. I'm just saying I think women need to become more realistic
Yeah.
about where they stand in the dating marketplace and the caliber of man that they can attract, right? And most importantly, retain. Like, most don't deserve the man that they think they deserve. They really don't. They don't qualify.
That's facts.
Who here actually
Deserves a man.
remembers Star Wars?
Not a man.
A little bit.
That movie, right?
Yeah.
You know the Clone Wars where it's all clones? That's all you guys are. And there's only one Luke Skywalker, and there's so many clones. You gotta be understandable, because if you don't understand that, it's a principle.
Luke Skywalker wasn't in the Clone Wars.
I know I'm talking shit. I'm not a Star Wars fan. I didn't watch Wash your buns.
You just got nerd checked. Not G checked, yeah, you got nerd checked.
Anakin fresh.
But like the ladies understand that like you're not like I don't think women really understand and grasp this concept that like there's many attractive women, there's many dancers, there's many OF creators, there's many like think about it, like men are satisfied with very little from women. So like if men are satisfied with very little from women, why do you think you hold as much weight in the dating marketplace that you think you do?
Is it it's delusion, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is
feminism.
it, well,
It's
is
feminism.
It, is it
feminism.
is it delusion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So you're saying you're delusional?
No.
No, she is, bro.
It's
You know.
thinking that they'll finally come
Hang
along.
on. So listen, if you say it's delusional for me to think that I'm probably going to get a guy like that, and I say, "Are you delusional?" You say, "No."
What are you saying
Oh,
with
sweet
delusions? What
Jesus.
is the point of that?
The
Can
point
you
is
explain
the point is
You're
that-
loca. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Muy loca.
You know what?
Loco.
Yeah. Do you know what delusional means?
Oh, okay. Like
Muy
Crazy.
loca.
Like you,
Mucho
like,
loca.
like you don't have a sense of what's real.
Oh, okay.
So he's asking if that's the case. That's those
Yeah.
statistics, right? He's asking you, are you delusional? You know, if you think you ought get that standard of man.
Yeah, maybe yes, but what is the solution for that? I
Don't
should
be delusional.
Just lower your
Lower your
standards.
lower your
I should be
standards.
low my standards.
Lower your standards.
Okay, everybody just it's not that simple.
Which
Why-
standard?
What do you mean? It's not that simple?
Okay, yes, since tomorrow.
My standards are low.
Let me ask you this. Would you agree with me if I said I think that your standard for cats is probably lower than your standard for men?
Ooh.
Ooh.
And it's good that you don't care what they look like because you got 4 bags of food now to feed them with, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I
And, you know,
agree with that.
it's and I love doing this thing because even what's shown like the reality of fun. And here's the thing.
you're
That doesn't
right.
mean he's good looking. We haven't even talked about his personality. Is he charming? Is he charismatic? Is his teeth nice? Does he smell
Does he
good? Does
give
he
a
dress
shit?
well?
Right.
Like we haven't even gone into like the other things that women care about. Do
Yeah.
his fucking socks match his shoes? I don't fucking know. Dumb shit that want guys to have. So it's like this guy's a 1%er and we haven't even went into how he looks or anything.
Yeah.
I have
Right,
a
so
question.
it's-
I have a question about this. All the
Yeah.
dating apps, you know, it's like collecting baseball cards, right?
Yeah.
So perhaps listing all of these attributes is not a good thing for women to be engaging with at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
Doesn't
It's not
work.
because they're what I've come to find every time we do this test, bro. The girls almost always score 4 to 5 cat bags, mostly 5 cat bags.
Yeah, 5.
And what I've realized is that women most simply don't have the amount of value that they think they do to attract the caliber of men that they think they deserve.
And it used to be that they would get married to who was local.
Yes.
That's all you could do.
Yes.
There was not a way to really get around that. So,
Yeah.
you know, most people lived rural. You did have people who lived in the cities, but there was plenty of rural dwellers, and you were restricted to who was around.
And who had the balls to approach you?
You didn't, well, or no, they didn't even really approach. It was arranged most of the time.
Yeah.
Well,
but
yeah, that's
families,
further back.
families.
Yeah,
Yes.
most of it
Yeah.
was family arranged, but you were just kind of stuck with who you're stuck with, and it's like, and now that that's all changed, that's why this kind of delusion paradigm is happening, because now all of them can focus on the same exact people. Traveling's not a problem. The expense isn't the problem. None of it's a problem. Those barriers are out of the way. I don't even know if that's fixable.
Yeah. We brought girls on the show that said that, yeah, part of the reason why I ended my relationship is because I saw better men on the internet.
Yeah.
So that goes and shows right there that the internet does play a role in women's mating choices.
It definitely does.